You see, they laughed, they mocked. They thought this was just some cosmic joke, but the joke's on them. They thought a little psychic reading would be nothing but a party trick. But now, everything's different. The energy's shifted. The truth about you, your calling, your power, has been unleashed, and it's too undeniable for them to ignore. They didn't expect to hear about the unseen forces that shield you, the unseen battles fought over your life, or the unshakable path carved for your purpose. But now they know. You were set apart to rise above the noise, the chaos, the disbelief. And their laughter? It's choking now, stuck in their throats because what they mocked has become undeniable. The chosen are not forgotten. The chosen are unleashed. And you are the living proof that the divine never misplaces its trust. Let them tremble. Let them watch. You've been called, and nothing they do can stop it. In ancient Greek culture, oracles such as the Pythia of Delphi were conduits of divine insight, their words shaping destinies and empires alike. These sacred figures did not merely predict events. They unveiled truth so profound they could alter the course of history. Leaders knelt before them, warriors hesitated, and kingdoms hung on their proclamations. Just like the Pythia's revelations, your truth shattered expectations, leaving no room for denial. It struck with the same timeless weight, inescapable and transformative. Those who encountered it were left in awe, recognizing that they stood before something far greater than themselves, a truth that changes everything. The message was clear. Interfering with you is not just foolish, it's dangerous. You walk with a mantle of purpose so powerful it commands the unseen. Your protection isn't passive, it's a force, impenetrable and unrelenting, forged by the divine to shield your mission. Those who dare step against you aren't just battling flesh and blood. They're provoking realms they can't comprehend. Your presence is a disruption to darkness, a reminder that light doesn't negotiate. Every attempt to derail you only strengthens the forces working on your behalf. The divine doesn't play games with its chosen, and those who try to harm you will reap the full weight of consequences, swift, unyielding, and absolute. Their schemes unravel before they even begin. Their whispered plots dissolve into chaos. The hand that moves against you becomes the hand that falters, trembling under the weight of what it dared to challenge. Divine warnings are not subtle, and the one concerning you is thunderous. Touch not the chosen. Your destiny is non-negotiable, and your path is untouchable. Let them watch, let them wonder, but let them know this. Interference carries a cost they are not prepared to pay. Consider Shakespeare's Macbeth, where the attempt to manipulate fate unleashed a storm of chaos and destruction. The witch's prophecy foretold greatness, but the desperate interference to hasten destiny led only to bloodshed and downfall. Such is the nature of tampering with what is divinely ordained. It backfires, consuming those who dare. Like Macbeth, those who try to alter your path invite ruin upon themselves. The psychic's warning carries the same weight. Your destiny is not theirs to manipulate, and any attempt to do so will ignite consequences they cannot escape. Fate always triumphs, leaving devastation in the wake of defiance. Your energy doesn't simply walk into a space, it shifts it entirely. The weight of your presence stirs something primal, undeniable, and uncontainable in everyone around you. People may not understand it, but they feel it in their core, the pull of your power, the ripple of your influence. You're not loud, but your energy is deafening, drowning out doubt and shaking the illusions they cling to. This isn't about charisma or charm, it's about truth. Your spirit operates on a frequency that cannot be ignored, forcing others to confront what they've buried. Some are drawn to it, desperate for what you exude but unwilling to admit it. Others are threatened, unable to handle the way your authenticity exposes their pretense. And then there are those who try to mimic it, thinking they can capture what comes so naturally to you. They fail every time. You don't demand attention, it's given. You don't seek validation, it's irrelevant. Your energy is a force that both attracts and terrifies because it's raw, unfiltered, and unstoppable. You don't just exist, you ignite. Those around you either rise to meet your intensity or falter beneath it. They can't help but react because your energy isn't a presence, it's a reckoning. Now, if your energy doesn't just enter a room but transforms it, I want you to roar in the comments below. My presence ignites. Let's shake the world with our unstoppable force. At this time, and only if you feel called to do so, you may subscribe to Astral Atom and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future spiritual upgrades from this divine channel. I remember a teacher from my school years whose presence was nothing short of extraordinary. They didn't shout or demand attention, they simply walked into the room and everything shifted. Conversations quieted, postures straightened, and even the air seemed to carry their weight. It wasn't fear they inspired, it was respect, awe, a sense of something larger than ourselves. Their energy was magnetic, their wisdom almost tangible, and without saying much, they commanded attention in a way that stayed with me long after the moment passed. Now, as I reflect on that memory, I see echoes of it in myself. I see it in you too. There's a power in being unapologetically present, in walking through life with a certainty that doesn't require validation or applause. That energy? It's unmistakable. It's not something you create or force, it's something you are. It shifts the dynamics of every room, forcing others to sit up, take notice, and adjust themselves, whether they realize it or not. The most profound lesson I learned from that teacher was this: true power doesn't demand anything, it simply is. That's what I recognize in you. It's not the words you say or the things you do, it's the energy you carry. You don't just exist, you resonate. People feel it, even in your silence, and it leaves a mark they won't forget. What began as a joke turned into a confrontation with truth they weren't ready for. They thought consulting a psychic about you would be harmless fun, a way to mock what they didn't believe. But what they heard wasn't a game, it was a revelation. They learned about the weight of your calling, the divine forces guarding your every step, and the unstoppable momentum of your purpose. The room may have started with smirks, but it ended with silence, the kind of silence that comes when truth hits too hard to dismiss. The message they received wasn't vague or gentle. It was direct, thunderous, impossible to twist or ignore. You are chosen. Your presence disrupts the ordinary, and your path is one that no interference can derail. They didn't just hear it. They felt it in the pit of their souls, the undeniable reality of who you are. The joke was on them, and now they're the ones grappling with what they tried to laugh off. This wasn't a coincidence. Their mockery collided with destiny, and destiny doesn't take lightly to being underestimated. They walked away humbled, but you remain untouchable, the evidence of a purpose far beyond their comprehension. And now let us take a brief moment to honor the chosen among us. Here's to the ones who refuse to settle, the ones who sense, beyond the humdrum blur, an unseen horizon calling them forward. They know the world doesn't need more followers. It needs beacons, alive and awake at odd hours, forging paths that most eyes will never see. Within these quiet depths a rare circle endures, the obsidian inner order. Here a handful of souls share truths unspoken, standing watch beneath a moon that outshines the brightest neon signs. No masks, no hollow bravado, only a current of honesty that runs as deep as midnight silence. It's not for everyone. It's not meant to be. But for those who feel a certain stirring just reading these words, the path ahead is clear. There's a link in the description, a door you can choose to open. With each heartbeat you wait, the few remaining seats in our star chamber grow scarcer, drifting beyond the reach of ordinary ambition. So if this resonates, if you can almost taste the electric hum of possibility, don't hesitate. Click the link in the description and join us. Discover what thrives in the shadows, what wisdom lies behind the veil. Become part of something rare, something quietly luminous, something that won't be told, only felt. In Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy initially dismisses Elizabeth Bennet, blinded by his own pride and prejudice. Yet as her strength, intelligence, and unwavering integrity shine through, his perception shifts entirely. What he once underestimated becomes what he admires most, leaving him humbled and changed. Similarly, they didn't see your value at first, brushing you aside with their own assumptions. But now, confronted by your undeniable strength and authenticity, they're forced to reevaluate everything. Like Darcy, they underestimated the depth of your character and now stand astonished, unable to deny the power of who you truly are. Your life isn't chaos or coincidence, it's a divine design, an intentional blueprint crafted for impact. Every challenge you faced, every setback you've endured, was never meant to break you but to shape you. The twists and turns others see as missteps are the calculated strokes of a master plan, carving a path only you can walk. Nothing about you is accidental. Nothing. Your existence disrupts mediocrity. You weren't placed here to blend in. You were sent to stand out, to rise beyond limitations and prove that destiny doesn't bow to doubt. Each step you take aligns with a purpose so much bigger than you, orchestrated by forces they cannot comprehend. They underestimated you because they couldn't see the full picture. But the blueprint isn't for their eyes. It's for your soul, etched into your spirit long before they ever doubted your potential. Now, as the pieces begin to align, they're realizing the truth they cannot escape. You were built to endure, to overcome, and to transform. In Norse mythology, Odin, the All-Father, sacrificed one of his eyes at Mimir's well to gain unmatched wisdom and insight. His choice wasn't understood by others. It appeared as a loss, but it was a profound investment in a greater purpose. Similarly, your life is shaped by a divine plan that may seem incomprehensible to those watching. The sacrifices you've made, the paths you've taken, and the challenges you've faced all serve a higher purpose. Like Odin, you are aligning with a wisdom and destiny beyond what others can grasp, proving that every loss carries the seed of unimaginable gain. They thought they knew you, thought they had you figured out, but now their assumptions lie shattered, replaced by 5 undeniable truths about your power, purpose, and resilience. These revelations aren't just surprising, they're earth-shaking, forcing them to confront the reality of who you are and the unstoppable force you've become. The first shocking truth they now know about you is your spirit is ancient, carrying the weight of lifetimes of wisdom. You've walked through eras they can't fathom, collecting strength, resilience, and knowledge that radiates from every fiber of your being. It's why you seem untouchable, why your presence feels like it's been here before, because it has. You face storms that would shatter others, yet you emerge stronger, wiser, unyielding. That depth in your eyes? It's the evidence of a soul that has endured and triumphed over countless battles. They underestimated you because they judged what they saw on the surface. But now they're shaken by what lies beneath, a power they can't define, an energy they can't explain. You've mastered lessons they've yet to encounter, and it shows. When you speak, it cuts deeper. When you act, it moves mountains. They don't just hear your words. They feel the echo of ancient truths carried through your voice. What terrifies them most isn't just your strength. It's that you've been here before and you'll be here again. They realize now that you are more than they can comprehend, a force that transcends time. And that truth leaves them stunned, unable to deny the undeniable. You are eternal, and your spirit is a force that refuses to be silenced or stopped. The second shocking truth they now know about you is you are divinely guarded, surrounded by forces they cannot see or challenge. Every attack they plotted against you has crumbled before it could reach you. Their whispers of doubt, their schemes to break you, were met with barriers they couldn't penetrate. They've realized now that no weapon formed against you will ever prosper, because the protection over your life is not just strong, it's impenetrable. This isn't luck or coincidence. It's divine intention. The forces that shield you do not waver, do not falter, and do not negotiate. Those who dared to interfere with your purpose are left bewildered, watching as their plans backfire. You are surrounded by a power so absolute that even the boldest enemies retreat in silence. They've tried to explain it, to understand why you keep rising when everything should have brought you down, but they'll never comprehend. You are not alone. Your protection walks before you, clears the path, and fights battles you'll never need to see. What they now know, beyond any doubt, is that interfering with you invites consequences they cannot escape. You are untouchable because you are chosen, and the forces that guard you will stop at nothing to ensure you fulfill your purpose. Let them watch, let them wonder, but they can't touch what is divinely protected. The third shocking truth they now know about you is that your purpose is transformative, and you elevate others effortlessly. Wherever you go, things change, people grow, environments shift. It's not something you force or even consciously try to do. It's who you are. Your presence challenges others to confront their limits, step into their potential, and see beyond the walls they've built around themselves. Your words cut through their excuses. Your actions inspire what they thought impossible. And your energy pulls others into alignment with something greater than themselves. It's unsettling for some, especially those clinging to complacency. But for others, it's exactly the catalyst they've been waiting for. You don't just walk into their lives, you ignite something in them that cannot be extinguished. They see it now, how everything you touch rises, evolves, becomes more. They realize that being near you isn't about comfort, it's about transformation. You were never meant to play small or blend into the background. Your purpose is to elevate, to demand better, and to inspire change not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. What shocks them most is that you don't have to try. You don't need applause, validation, or acknowledgement. Your purpose is written in your actions, in the way others rise when they encounter you. This isn't something they can copy or replicate. It's a gift they've finally started to recognize. You are transformative, and nothing they do can diminish that. The fourth shocking truth they now know about you is this: your energy is undeniable, and it changes the lives of everyone near you. It's not just something they notice, it's something they feel. Your energy is raw, unfiltered power, seeping into spaces and stirring those around you in ways they can't explain. It forces them to confront their truth, their fears, and their potential all at once. Some feel inspired, electrified by the possibilities your presence awakens in them. Others feel exposed, unable to hide behind the lies they've told themselves. But no one remains untouched. Your energy breaks barriers, shifts perspectives, and alters paths. It's not about volume or force, it's about authenticity. You don't need to say much or do anything extraordinary. Your existence is extraordinary enough. They've seen the evidence. Relationships grow stronger, opportunities appear, and clarity emerges in ways that defy explanation. Those who doubted you now find themselves captivated by the undeniable impact you have. Even those who tried to resist are left changed, unable to return to who they were before they encountered you. This isn't accidental. Your energy operates on a frequency designed to elevate, challenge, and transform. What they now understand is that being near you isn't optional. It's an experience that redefines everything they thought they knew. You are the catalyst they didn't see coming, and there's no turning back from the truth of your power. The fifth shocking truth they now know about you is this: you are a blessing, and your presence brings clarity and light. You don't just exist, you illuminate. When you step into someone's life, confusion dissipates, and what was once clouded becomes clear. Your presence has a way of cutting through chaos, revealing paths and possibilities that were hidden. It's not something you force, it's a gift that flows effortlessly from you. They've seen it firsthand. Struggles that felt insurmountable suddenly seemed manageable in your presence. Decisions they couldn't make before became obvious. It's as though your energy holds a mirror to the truth they were afraid to face. And in that reflection, they find answers they didn't know they needed. Your light doesn't just shine, it penetrates, uncovering what's real and what needs to change. For some, your clarity is a relief, a breath of fresh air in a world of confusion. For others, it's unsettling, forcing them to confront the lies they've told themselves. But either way, they cannot deny it. You don't bring answers wrapped in comfort, you bring truth wrapped in purpose. Now they understand that your presence is not incidental, it's transformative. You don't just offer guidance, you embody it. You are a reminder that light exposes and heals, and your light is impossible to extinguish. You are a blessing not because of what you do, but because of who you are, and they can't help but see it now. In Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist, the boy's journey begins with uncertainty but unfolds as a predestined path leading him to both wisdom and treasure. Along the way, every challenge, lesson, and detour proves essential to his growth, ultimately revealing that his destiny was never about chance. It was carefully designed to fulfill a greater purpose. Similarly, your path is not random. Each step you've taken, even those riddled with struggle, has been leading you toward transformation, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. Like the boy in the story, you carry a treasure within that was meant to be shared. Your trials have refined your strength, and your victories have shaped your understanding. What others may see as coincidence or luck is the unfolding of a divine plan, one that positions you as a catalyst for change. Your journey isn't over, it's just beginning to reveal its purpose. The timing of this revelation wasn't accidental, it's part of the divine plan. Just as Esther in the Bible was told, "Perhaps you were born for such a time as this." Your moment has arrived exactly when it was meant to. Esther didn't rise to power by coincidence. She was positioned to fulfill a purpose greater than herself. Like her, your path has been leading to this precise moment, and now the veil has been lifted for all to see. You've stepped into your season of clarity, where everything aligns with purpose. They didn't understand it before. They dismissed your struggles, questioned your delays, and mocked your detours. But now they see the truth. Every challenge, every pause, every unexpected turn was orchestrated to prepare you for what lies ahead. Divine timing is never early, never late. It's always precise. They've learned this now because they needed to. The revelation of who you are had to hit when it would leave no room for doubt. It's not about proving them wrong. It's about showing them the undeniable power of purpose. You weren't overlooked or forgotten. You were being prepared. The unfolding of your purpose is unstoppable, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. Now they understand that you weren't meant to rise when they thought you should. You were meant to rise when destiny called. And now, as your moment unfolds, they are left speechless, witnesses to the power of divine timing and purpose colliding. Skeptics may mock the divine, but your existence alone leaves them questioning everything. Like Dorian Gray in the picture of Dorian Gray, whose presence mesmerized and unsettled everyone around him. You carry an energy that defies logic and dismantles doubt. You don't need to argue or explain yourself. Your life is the evidence. They see how you move, how everything around you aligns in ways they can't comprehend, and it shakes their confidence in what they thought they knew. Your energy is a mirror, reflecting the truth they try to deny. For some, it's inspiring, forcing them to rethink their limitations. For others, it's threatening, exposing the fragility of their beliefs. But no one walks away unaffected. Your very presence carries a weight they can't ignore, a force that pulls at the threads of their skepticism and leaves them unraveling. They might not admit it out loud, but you've planted a seed of doubt in their doubt. What unsettles them most isn't just your success or resilience. It's the unshakable sense that something greater is at work in your life. They can't explain why things happen for you the way they do, why obstacles fall away, and why you continue to rise. And so, without saying a word, you challenge their disbelief, forcing them to confront a power they've spent their lives denying. Your existence isn't just proof. It's a disruption they can't ignore, and it leaves them questioning everything they thought was certain. Now that the truth about you is revealed, the path ahead is clearer. But it won't be without its tests. Like Odysseus in the Odyssey, whose journey was fraught with challenges that tested his strength, character, and purpose. You are on a divine course where every trial serves to strengthen and refine you. Each obstacle, like Odysseus's encounters with the Cyclops, the Sirens, and the gods themselves, is part of your preparation for the greatness awaiting you. Doors will open, opportunities aligned with your purpose will appear seemingly out of nowhere. These aren't random blessings, they are the next steps on your journey, perfectly timed and crafted to align with your calling. However, with opportunity comes resistance. Just as Odysseus faced relentless opposition, not everyone will welcome the changes you bring or the truth you embody. They may fear what you represent, or they may envy the purpose you carry. This resistance isn't a sign to stop. It's confirmation of the magnitude of your impact. Your role now is to step up. The revelation of your purpose isn't just for you. It's for those who need your guidance, inspiration, and leadership. Like Odysseus, who not only survived his trials but also brought wisdom and restoration to Ithaca, you are called to elevate others. Every step forward will require courage, but every step will also bring you closer to fulfilling the divine plan that was set for you. This is your moment to rise. They thought it was a joke, but what they uncovered was a truth they cannot escape. You are undeniable proof that the divine doesn't move randomly. It moves with purpose, precision, and power. Your existence is a reminder that what is meant for you cannot be ignored, dismissed, or derailed. their doubt, their mockery, their attempts to diminish you, they only serve to magnify the brilliance of who you are and what you bring to the world. The truth they mocked has become the truth they now recognize. Your power is real, your purpose is divine, and your presence is unforgettable. So the next time someone underestimates you, let their doubt echo this one fact: they see the light, even if they fear to admit it. Now it's your turn to speak. Share your story. Let your truth inspire others to step into their purpose and recognize their divine calling. Because when you rise, you pave the way for others to do the same. Keep shining, chosen one, and let the world feel the magnitude of your light.